What's up, guys? We're back. This is going to be an update on the WRX 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX wagon. I recently got last year. I guess it wasn't recently, actually. It was probably about nine months ago. So we're going to start 2019 off pretty fresh. A lot of videos coming up, a lot of upgrades to this car. Just a lot of things that I want to get done. So first things first, let's talk about what it needed for the sticker. So what it needed for the sticker when I brought it in was it needed the brakes done. The brakes were awful. They really, honestly, they stopped okay, but when you were going on the highway and you were hitting the brakes coming down like an on-ramp or off-ramp, whatever it is, it would shimmy. You could feel the brakes pulsating. You could feel the steering wheel go back and forth. So they were really bad. I did the brakes. Another thing that needed to be done was the valve cover on the passenger side. I did that too. So I did the valve cover, I did the brakes, I did a full brake job on it. I did the rotors and pads, greased up everything, so it was all done. Got it running really good. That's really annoying. So I got it running really good. While I was doing all that stuff, I actually did other things. So let's talk about the other things I did. So I did the differential, the rear diff. I did the transmission fluid. I did the spark plugs, obviously, because I was in there doing the valve cover. Might as well do the spark plugs. So I did the spark plugs. The car runs really good. I haven't had any problems with it since I bought it. It's got originally when I got it, it had 277,000 miles on it. The car actually has more than that now. We'll get into that in a second. Another thing that I did when I was doing the car, all the maintenance stuff around it, I actually did the 3-inch exhaust. So this is my old 3-inch exhaust. It's just from eBay. Nothing special about it. Pretty standard 3-inch full turbo back. Nothing fancy about it. It was like $200, I think, or something like that. Right along those lines. I did some heat wrap on the turbo. I was gonna do the downpipe. I was gonna do the rest of the car exhaust, but I said fuck it. I bought clamps that didn't fit, and because they didn't fit, I didn't want to put the steel wire clamps that came with it because they're a pain in the ass to put on. What else did I do? I believe that is it, other than replace this clamp right here that goes between the intercooler and the throttle body. And then I also just replaced, actually today, this vacuum hose that goes to the boost gauge on the inside of the car. I did do a new battery. Nothing really crazy about that. I mean, we've all done a battery on a vehicle. I also replaced the alternator because that went bad. It wasn't the alternator that was bad, it was actually the connection. One of the wires, or not the wire, but one of the little plug connectors that's on the actual alternator broke off. So that caused a little bit of a problem. I did put my subwoofer in the car, wired that all up, and kind of hid the wiring through the firewall and everything. So it looks pretty good. It sounds really good too. So these are the brakes that I did. I don't know if you can really see, but they're drilled and slotted. I feel like they're actually getting pretty worn again. Oh, that's something else I did too. I put my old tires and wheel setup from the 2003 WRX on this car, because the other ones that were on it, they were factory. This is actually the worst one, so I don't know why the hell I'm showing you this, but this is the worst curb rash of all of them that I have, and eventually I'm either going to replace the rims or I'll fix that myself and then get them powder coated a different color. I also put on these mud flaps. I know they say STI on them. Please don't, like, you know, give me shit about having something that says STI on it. I don't really care that it says STI. Doesn't bother me at all. They were the only ones that were cheap on eBay, and the other ones that said WRX looked like shit. So I got the red ones that said STI. They're actually really shitty. I would never buy them again. The only reason I bought them was because I didn't have the money for the rally armor ones, and I had winter coming up, and I did not want to spend the whole winter with no mud flaps because I didn't want any snow to build up underneath the rocker panel or anything like that, cause any rust. I know they have a cover and everything, but still, if I can prevent some of it from getting in there, I would rather do that. Let's see, what else did I do? It had a check engine light. So the check engine light came on. I'm not sure exactly what caused it originally. I did have it red. It said something, I can't remember the exact code, but a possible suspect of it was the O2 sensor. So what I did was, or the mass airflow, I'm sorry. So mass airflow sensor. So what I did was I actually bought a replacement mass airflow sensor offline. The mass airflow sensor that I got was shit. It was a cheap aftermarket one that I got, and it was junk. Was not any good at all. I would not recommend buying them. I ended up putting my factory one back in, and I'm not sure if it was because the factory one, maybe it wasn't sealed right in this little intake area, but right after I put it in, it worked fine, no problems. Let's see, what else? I put my old hood scoop on. My old hood scoop is on from the other WRX. This is the bigger one. I do have the original OEM 2002 hood scoop that came on this. I do not like it because it's too small. This is a really big one. The only thing is, obviously, it's black. I'm going to repaint this eventually. I'm going to paint it blue to match the car. I also have to repaint the top of the roof because of all the clear coat peeling and stuff like that. There's a couple of little tiny little rust spots up there, so that'll all get sanded back and then repainted eventually. The hood too, as well, because the hood's kind of got some shit on it. Little hail holes from where it's been. Okay, so I also took the OEM fog lights, pulled them out, and I painted them yellow. And then I also put my headlights in there that I made myself. This is the first time I think you guys have ever seen these installed on either one of my vehicles, I believe. And if you look, there's actually a little spider in there. So these are actually really cool. I made them myself. I just bought a kit online of the OEM regular housings that are blacked out on the inside. And then I bought the projector headlight housing, and then I took the projector headlight housing, put this halo ring around it. I also have on the inside of this a LED light that changes color, so the inside of the, oh, almost lost you. So the inside of the projector will actually change color. And then I also don't have these marker lights, these daytime running lights hooked up, because I don't like them. The factory, I think these are parking lights as well. These are also LED bulbs, but my old car, I don't believe I had these hooked up. They didn't work. This one they do, and they're ice blue. And I have LED H1 bulbs in there. I am actually planning on redoing my headlights. Let's see. I guess I will give you the tour of the inside of the vehicle. So put my old radio in from my other car as well. The heat works in here. I've got a, I didn't know it, but I have a Cobb short throw shifter. I can't remember if I addressed that in the last video or not, but I do have a Cobb short throw shifter right here. So it came with the car. This is how it came to me. It feels really good. I replaced the shifter bushings with polyurethane ones. I replaced the there's bushings that go into the actual Cobb short throw shift knob. They're not Cobbs or anything, they're the OEM ones. Oh, that fell right out. And they are these. They're these right here. So these are all junk. They're old, cracked. Those actually came out of the old setup, and I replaced it with the Torque Solutions right here. So Torque Solutions, there you go. They're actually a really good part to buy. Fixed up the loose shifter plate that I had, no problem. Let's see. I also replaced the joint that goes to the shifter in the transmission. There's a joint there. I know that's kind of fucking up. Don't worry about it. I gotta fix it. I will fix it. I know it's kind of messing up, but I'll fix it. I'll get to it. Let's see. I replaced all these lights with red right under here. These are all red LED lights now. These are all red LED lights. These are all red LED lights. They look really cool at night. My old car, I had the same thing. This car, I had sold my yellow car with all the red LED lights, so I didn't have any left, but I did have blue ones left over for my old car, so I just put those in here, and I actually just recently today changed those. So I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that I need to fill you guys in on to this build. I mean, that's everything that was wrong with the car, everything I fixed with the car, everything that's been done to the car. The car sounds great, car runs great. There's nothing done to it other than the exhaust. It's all stock tuning. I do plan to do more in the future. I actually have some really cool stuff that's going to be coming up really soon that I want to do to the car. I'm working on something right now, another video, and it's just going to be a little bit of a longer process video. So, but I'm still working on that right now. That video is coming. This video is getting uploaded today. We're making progress here with the WRX. We're going to be replacing that goddamn light. But the car is awesome. It drives great. And another thing is that it has 200, I don't even know if you guys can see this, but it's got 290,000 miles. Can you imagine that? 290,000 miles on a 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX. I'm pretty sure that it's the factory turbo, I'm guessing. Factory transmission, factory everything. I don't think there's anything that has ever been done to this other than I'm pretty sure it has been lowered before and has had some big ass tires on it that it needed to have the fenders rolled for. Other than that though, I think this thing was just stock. But it's an awesome car. Really happy with it, and I'm happy to share this car with you guys and build it. So we are going to do that. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and you know, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel I should go with the car, if you think I should do anything else with it so far. Any ideas are welcome. You know, I have ideas in my head, but if you guys come up with some that I think are great, we might just do them. So as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.